Nothing could have prepared us for the struggle that we're dealing with running our own website selling Pokemon cards. Hey guys, I'm Deontay from Double Chomp Collectibles, and today we just want to talk about the struggle that we're dealing with right now. Um, we're now in a scenario where we kind of just don't know exactly what to do. We've ventured into new lands and we're trying to figure it out as we go. Um, it's a little bit rough. Yes, definitely a little bit rough. Uh, so let me just talk about it. But before I get into it, I just want to let you guys know, hey man, check out our website. We got Double Chomp Collectibles. I put a QR code down at the bottom, and yeah, we sell Pokemon cards there, and we'll be selling more things down the line. But for right now, it's mainly Pokemon cards. Um, but let's get started with talking about what we need to talk about today. We're running into a struggle with the fact that we have not gotten a sell yet. Um, I know we may have probably had the most of high ambitions just because we're like, oh man, we're doing so good with all these other things. We get our website popping. It's really gonna be nice. That's how we were feeling. I mean, if you look at like a lot of our statistics, we're doing pretty good on a lot of things. Like our TCG player since January 1st, like last year, we've sold like over $17,000 worth of cards. Um, we started eBay, I want to say in November. It might have been October. I don't remember. But essentially, since the beginning of that, we sold like four, $4,300 worth of stuff. On TCG Player, we have 2,500 lifetime feedback ratings of at 100%, like all positive. That's doing great. Like we built trustworthiness within those spheres, and we thought that would naturally automatically translate to a website, and it hasn't. And one thing we're starting to figure out as we talk to other people that have done similar things is even though we had eBay and TCG Player, neither of those really build our brand. And because we didn't have a brand built, now we have a website without a brand really. So people really don't even know to come to us. Um, and we have to build a better bond with our community. We're as far as people in our day to day that we see at our local card shops when we go play Pokemon or Riftbound or whatever. They know us fairly well. That's where we get a lot of our whatchamacallit products from. But that's about it. Like what we noticed was we're not very big in social media spheres, which we need to get bigger and better at. Our Instagram need to be bigger. I forgot what we're at. I think we're at like I forgot like maybe 100. I don't know. I don't know. It's not a lot of followers on Instagram. And on YouTube, we hit like 46 recently, which is great. We got like 8 last week, 8 additional subscribers. So we'll definitely take that. But not having like a real following is more than likely what's leading us to not having any sales yet, along with some other things. So let's talk about it. I talked to a friend, and I said, "Hey, look, can you do me a favor? Can you look at our website, assuming you were somebody who knows or just found out about us, and tell me what you think?" And he was like, "Okay, cool, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out." Now, this friend does play like different card games and stuff like that. He used to be pretty big in Pokemon. He still follows it and everything, but now he plays other things too. Like I know he plays Riftbound and he plays a little bit of Magic Commander specifically. Um, but so I go and looked at the website. Comes back and told me that hey, I found a few things in regards to why you may be having a few issues. And I was like, okay, well, what's one? And he goes, well, the first thing is this was about last week on Thursday, I would say. Your website has Phantasmal Flames for like $235, right? And which was great. That was amazing pricing for what I thought. And he said, what the issue is it's going for like $270 to $280. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's great. I mean, it went up since we initially priced it, but like that should be great. And he goes, it is if you have a following, but you don't really have a following. What it comes out to look like is you have a website that people have not been to yet. You don't have a trusted following yet. And so what they see is these boxes go for like 300, almost 300 now, and they're doing like 65 off, which a lot of people would be like, "Oh, cool, that's a heck of a deal." That's what you would think. But in our reality, what they see is it seems like there's some way that might be like kind of scammy, or these might be fake packs or something like that. Even though he knows and he trusts me, they're legit. We still have the case. Well, I don't know why I haven't cut it up. We still have the case that it all came in, right? And so he was pretty much just saying that that's probably a huge thing, because people that follow Pokemon and want to buy boxes of Pokemon probably know what them things are going for like every single day. And to cut a little bit of a deal is always cool, but to have it that low may be causing you more issues. So I would like to know what you guys think about that in the comments. If you can, please give me some feedback, because not only am I trying to build this for me and Will, because it's our company, but we're trying to build it for you guys and with you guys. So all input is welcome. We might not follow every single little thing to a T, but we will try to look at every little thing and make the best possible website that we can. So outside of prices being too low, what are some other things that have been said? He said also, just remember that like not everybody has a ton of money. So let's say you had 1,000 people that came and visited, which we didn't have 1,000. I think our number at right now is 104 unique viewers, which is amazing. Still, it's only been a week, but it's about 104 viewers, right? But he said, let's say it was 1,000. If you have 1,000 people that came to your site, and 20 of those actually wanted to buy something, 10 of those probably don't have the money like that to be able to just go up and buy a box from a random site that they just found out about because of a YouTube video. And on top of that, you might also have to deal with some people that maybe do want to try it out, but they want to test it out, right? Just like when someone like buying cards from Japan or something like that. You don't initially just buy like 10 cases. You test it out. You're like, oh, okay, cool. I want to make sure I get it in a timely manner. I want to make sure, the price is cool and everything like that. Everything comes packaged nice and safe. Because, if a brother can't pack some packs together and it look half decent, that's a damn shame. But that's things that people see. That these are things that people feel. And I do trust this friend a lot. And I talked about it with my business partner Will, and he agreed. He was like, "Yeah, yeah." I mean, because when I made that last short, I think it was that said, "Oh, we have them for 235. It's crazy. It's crazy. It was great." But like you said, prices went up, and they're even higher now. I think right now they're at like 290. I think I saw one for like 291 with $5 shipping on TCG Player, and I was like, "Oh, dang, that's crazy, right?" So, I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up raising the price. But what I'll still do is, you guys stayed this far, we're gonna end up raising the price. Sadly, as much as I want to stick to the 15% above what we paid, for things, I think the saying will probably initially just change to a minimum of 15%, and if it goes like higher, right? Let's just use easy numbers. Let's say I got a box for $100 and I'm selling it for 115, and then market price is at like 120 or something like that, something of the sorts. Then I'll keep it at 115 because this is only $5, whatever. Nobody cares. And let's say if that 120 for market price raised up to $150, I may need to raise my pricing just to be able to keep people coming in. So that instead of 150, I'd probably do like 135. That's like $15 off, maybe 140. Yeah, probably like 140, and then send out a coupon code for the people that have already followed us or been on our website, have an email list with us. Send them all like $5 off or free shipping, something like that, right? As we build trust. And then also he was last thing he had stated was like, you try to do more with the social media, which we already briefly talked about. And he said, some things are cool, can be giveaways. Now he also mentioned that giveaways can end up giving you a bunch of fake subscribers because a lot of people might just want to subscribe just for the giveaway. But like he knows that we're good people. We like to give back to the community. We like to. We've been doing trading cards our whole lives, man. Like I've been messing with trading cards since I was like 7, like my entire life, and so as will. And because of that, we really want to be able to give back to the community. So even if it comes out my own pocket or whatever it may be, I'll figure out how to do a giveaway for you guys. That's something I want to add into there. So yeah, man, these are some things that we're struggling with right now. We did not know this was gonna come up, and we got to do our best to do better. So yeah, if you guys can, I'm asking for a favor for y'all. Let me know what you guys think. Put it in the comments. If you guys ever see our website and you see something wrong with it or something that you like, oh, this could be a little bit better, say something. Say something, man. We might even shout you out in the comments. Yeah, just as appreciation. That'd be amazing. And then I'd also like to give a shout out to our first negative comment. It was so ridiculous, man. Um, just because it was kind of out of pocket. It was so random. So I made a short. I don't know if you guys seen it. Essentially, the short was just like making fun of scalpers. It was essentially saying, hey, would you rather make sure that you're able to open these Pokemon packs, or would you rather make sure a scalper doesn't have their Wi-Fi? And then I made the video to where it looked like you ran out. The person viewing it ran out of Wi-Fi. And the whole purpose of it was for people to be able to send it to friends and get a good laugh in or something like that. Because I think I have a little bit of a sense of humor, but that was the whole purpose. And somebody had commented, "How could you post this if you didn't have any Wi-Fi?" I was like, "What? What the?" It was so weird. Yeah, no. Little did you know, man. At the time that you commented, we're still technically selling. Whatchamacallit? We're still technically selling, um, Phantasmal Flames for under market value. So I think we're doing pretty good. I don't know what you mean by scalping, man. We're just trying to run a business here. We're doing it the right way. We're not running up in Walmart and Target and grabbing like packs for MSRP, and running away with it and flipping it for crazy numbers. We're not doing that. We're not doing that around here because we don't agree with that. I think people should be able to go ahead and go to those local stores and be able to purchase those things for themselves and their kids, stuff like that, man. I think that's what it's all about because we all enjoy opening packs. We all enjoy opening packs. So if you guys have had any struggles in your journey, yeah, hey, talk to us, man. We need a little bit of help as we try to continue on, man. But this is Double Chop. I appreciate everybody that comes through all the time. We out. Peace.